Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to What's on Tap podcast. We are here to have more beers, and I am your host, Stefan.
And we should have rehearsed how to say hello in Finnish.
Hey?
Because you went to Finland.
I did. So depending on the order in which this comes out, this is our third reference to me going to Finland.
But you have been to Finland many times. So
yes, I have been to Finland many times, but I was there earlier this year for work.
Yeah.
And when I was there, I stumbled across many beers to try, and I brought home a lot more than I anticipated. I actually had to drink quite a few in my hotel room before, just to meet the luggage limits, because I had, luggage limits for what I could put in my luggage, not the weight limits, but I had quite a few things to bring back with me. And so when I was there, I was in a bottle shop, and it was was this in...
Great story, bro.
Well, sorry, I'm trying to remember. I don't think that I got this. So the first beer we're going to try today is from Tuju, Tuju. I'm probably saying it wrong. And the J is not actually a J. It's a ice hook that you
nice.
grab ice with. That's their logo.
That is nice.
And I don't think I actually got this in Finland. I think I got it in Estonia.
Nice.
Because I remember sitting it on the shelf, and I was just like, I've got to grab that beer because it's so Martin, and it's a Conan the Barbarian reference on the can. So I absolutely have to get this. But again, I could have easily gotten this in Finland. I don't remember where I got this, to be fair. So I'll let you pronounce it.
Pumpattava Barbaari, Helles Lager.
Yeah.
Pumpattava, is it pumpkin in it?
No, it's just a Helles Lager. It's a 5% ABV Helles Lager. But, I mean, they really were just like Conan, 100% Conan. And what's fun is he has instead of a sword, he has a...
balloon animal?
Are they all balloons? I think they're all balloons. They're all balloon people, and they're all balloon swords. And in the background, there's even more balloon configurations. So it's a lot of fun. I really like the can art on this quite a bit. But yeah, it's just a straight up Helles Lager. So, while the style might not be exciting, I thought it'd at least be fun to try.
Exactly. So the fun thing about Tuju is in 2023 they had one or even two tap takeovers at Malmö Brewing tap room.
Okay.
That was a lot of fun. They had bottles as well. They had wild ales and stuff. They make a lot of stuff.
All right.
And then they were at MBCC 2024. And Brewskival 2024.
Oh, wow. So
they made the rounds after that. I think they made some friends in southern Sweden. That led to Malmö Brewing Tap Room being allowed to have them for a tap takeover.
Yeah, because Malmö Brewing doesn't do a lot of tap takeovers. They used to do it, but recently it's been not like once or twice a year, it feels like they do a tap takeover with someone.
Exactly. And that period of southern Sweden, Denmark led to at least one collab that I know with Adrat Theory.
Really?
So Tuju Adrat Theory, that's a fun collab.
That's a weird collab.
It's a collab you wouldn't expect, and that's what Brewskival can do. Or it could have been MBCC. I honestly don't know.
All right, well, let's
try it. Helles Lager.
Yep, it smells like a Helles. I mean, it's
It smells good. A little bit bready.
Yeah.
It's not bad. We've had better Helles Lagers.
We have had cleaner, brighter Helles Lagers. This one's kind of somewhere in the middle. It's a bit of a... It's really a middle of the road kind of beer. It's very drinkable. I think it's meant to be kind of like something that you can just drink. It's to please the masses. They're not trying to do anything kind of real special here.
I think so too. And you brought it because you know I love Conan the Barbarian. The first movie. Conan the Destroyer isn't as good.
I mean, it's no Red Sonja, but sure.
Red Sonja is better than Conan the Destroyer.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really?
Wow,
That's a real controversial take here.
Arnold Schwarzenegger himself dislikes Conan the Destroyer because after Conan the Barbarian's success, they tried to make the sequel more kid-friendly.
True.
The second one is much more silly. Mm-hmm. It's less violent. It has this weird fight in a hall of mirrors between Arnold and...
Milius wasn't involved in the second one, and that's a huge reason why.
Exactly. Now, this might be the 100th time I mentioned this on the podcast, but I really want to plug the director's commentary of Conan the Barbarian, because it's John Milius, the director, and it's Arnold, and Milius just wants to highlight all of the deep mythological references he has put into the movie, the heavy thought into the riddle of steel, and then Arnold, who hasn't seen the movie in 10 or 15 years and doesn't remember anything. So while Milius is going, here I was thinking about the mythological Nordic Norns, the weavers of fate, and Arnold goes, is this the scene where I killed this guy with an axe? It was! That was such a good scene! He doesn't remember anything. I've never heard two people on a commentary being further apart in their approach to the craft.
I do miss commentaries because sometimes you would just get these just bizarro, off-the-wall, I remember listening to Mel Brooks talk about Blazing Saddles. Oh. And then about 2/3 through the film, he's just I'm done talking about this movie. And then it just stops. It just ends.
He has said everything he needed to say. Yep. All of his anecdotes are done.
And then he's just I'm out. And then you're just but... And then it's not I think, if I remember, the audio doesn't pick back up because he's done. It's still, quiet. And then the audio is just slightly subdued.
Oh, that's so good. In the scene in Conan the Barbarian where Conan needs to sleep with a witch in order to get his destiny told to him so he knows his next step, Arnold says, oh, I got in so much trouble in this scene because I didn't tell my wife that I was going to have a sex scene with this beautiful woman, and then it was kind of too much skin and I got in so much trouble. And Milius just ignores this and just goes on.
So Milius is so anyway.
Yeah. There's so much gold to dig in that commentary. Not because just because of the craziness of it.
Yeah, I wish all these streaming services would provide a director's commentary track.
Yeah, exactly.
Or some films had 5 different commentary tracks on them.
Yeah,
and it was so many different people talking about making the movie, and it was so much fun to listen to. Especially the really off the wall ones.
Yeah, Das Boot has an amazing director's commentary with Wolfgang Peterson. That's just cram-packed with all of the details you never knew you wanted. So when they made Das Boot, they lent the surface-going part of the submarine. They lent it to Spielberg.
Mm-hmm. To make 1941?
Huh? I thought it was to make Raiders of the Lost Ark.
When did Das Boot come out?
In 81 or something.
Yeah. Then 1941 would have probably already been out. So maybe it was Raiders.
No, we need to double check this. I thought it was Raiders, but I haven't heard the commentary in a long time. What happened was, when they got it back from Spielberg, their model sank. Das Boot was delayed because Spielberg ruined the submarine model. And I thought the joke was, of course, they put the Ark of the Covenant on it. It's cursed. But maybe that's all wrong because movies better than I do.
Honestly, I would have to look at what year those films came out. But
I just pulled this from my ass basically. Yeah. But I have heard some parts of it. Parts of it is true. So this beer, I can give it maximum a 3.
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm at the 3. It's a very drinkable beer, but it's nothing special. It's kind of forgettable. It's fun to try on the show, and it let us do some random tangents, which were quite nice. But
when it comes to Helles lagers, they need to be cleaner, crisper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little flat. I think carbonation's kind of off on this one as well. Yeah, and there's no breadiness to it. Almost a little soapy kind of flavor to it. So yeah, I'm like a 3.
But three isn't that bad.
All right. So what do we have next?
Next one poured like tar.
Yeah. So this is a smoothie sour.
Yeah. So it's called Astelpaju Juju smoothiesour, and it's made by Tuletorn Brewing from Tallinn, Estonia, and I've never drank anything from them. It's a smoothie sour brewed with tropical mango and local sea buckthorn, or, as it also says, Tropilise mango jakohaliku Astelpaju Juju Pumpattava Barbaari.
Well, see, I think the problem with your pronunciation of Finnish is you go up and you need to go down.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
You pitch up. You need to pitch down.
But it's not Finnish.
Your lower octave.
It's Estonian.
Is it Estonian? It is Estonian. All right.
But you are right. Norwegian is I am so depressed, but Finnish is I am happy.
Yeah, basically. So I don't know. This is established 2024, so they may be a brand new brewery, maybe on the reporting cusp of Estonian brewery.
Tuletorn.
Yeah.
So it really looks like, a carrot smoothie.
Yeah. Definitely mango, sea buckthorn. You get that. It is very much a smoothie sour.
It doesn't smell that much.
Let's do it.
Cheers.
It is definitely a full day supply of vitamin C in a glass.
Definitely has mango.
Wow. That might be the most mango beer I've ever had in my life.
If we blind tasted this, I wouldn't be able to tell you that this had alcohol in it.
I wouldn't either. It's only 5%, right?
5% ABV.
Yeah. So Estonia was a trip, man. I got to tell you, I was only there. So for those who aren't familiar with the geography of the Baltics, Estonia is about a 2 to 3 hour ferry ride from Helsinki to Tallinn. And you may think, I don't really know the Estonian beer scene very well, but you actually do, because Pohjola and Puhasta are two huge exporters of Estonian beer, and they're quite prevalent especially in this region, actually all of Europe at this point. And they do really good beers, and the beer scene is actually really, really strong. I think I went to 4 different places, and I would have gone to more, but the weather was so cold and snowy, and it was like a real blowy kind of snow. I was just like, I'm just going to stay in this neighborhood, and I hit some really, really good places and tried a lot of really good stuff. So, if you're doing some beer tourism, Estonia, Tallinn especially was quite the treat. Beautiful place, and just lots of things to try. They have a Depeche Mode bar.
Ooh.
And I looked online, and I was like, it looks like this like a pinball arcade kind of place. And so I walked in, and I got to the top of the stairs, and I looked down into it, and the people were in their, I would say, mid-20s, and it smelled like cigarettes, and I'm like, I'm out. I don't need this. I don't know what this is, but I'm going. But it looked overall, that was a really nice place.
Nice. And up until recently, we had Sorry Brewing. They've closed, right?
They closed, a few years ago, apparently. I did not realize that either, because when I went to Helsinki, I was looking at, so McKellar Bar, that closed like 2 years ago. There's a new beer bar that opened there, which was really good. And then the Sorry Brewing had also closed, but then there was a new beer bar just around the corner from that place, which was even better.
Nice.
So there was still a lot of really good places there.
Because Sorry was an Estonian brewery run by Finnish brewers, and they had the tap room in Helsinki, Finland.
Yeah.
That really shows how close those two countries are to each other beer-wise. And that was because of Finnish tax reasons.
There's a lot. For a while there was a lot of Finnish breweries that were brewing in Estonia because it was just cheaper to brew there than it was to brew in Estonia. Brew in Finland.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame they closed. I like Sorry quite a bit. I was surprised that they went under.
Yeah, they were nice. We've had them. We reviewed them on the show several times.
But so this is a mango sea buckthorn, which is surprising that the sea buckthorn isn't more present in this, because this is just a full supply of mango.
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's pleasant. But it's very one note.
There's a slight tartness to it, probably coming from the sea buckthorn. It's missing the pininess that you usually get from a lot of strong mango flavor, because mango itself has a bit of a piney kind of flavor to it. So I think the sea buckthorn's kind of cutting that note out. You're right. It is a bit one note. Which is just mango. So if you love mango, man, this beer is for you. But it's very drinkable. And like you said, if you didn't tell me there was alcohol in this, I would not know.
No.
To the point where I'm kind of like, maybe we should test this beer to see what's alcohol in it.
Because I want to know that it's beer.
Yeah.
There was this U.S. brewery, what were they called? 450 North or something. And they did lie about their...
ABV of a lot of their beers,
their smoothie, pastry, sours. And they said that they were 6-7, but they were like 2%.
Yeah.
So
alcohol.
And everyone's like, oh, I can't believe it doesn't have that much alcohol. Yeah, you can believe it now.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so on this one, strong 375 or week 4... It's in that territory. I hate the argument. Oh, it doesn't taste like beer, but it has to resemble beer. It has to have some kind of.
Well, I mean, they are going for a smoothie sour here, and it does. I don't know what the definition of a smoothie sour is, but compared to other smoothie sours I've had, which have been like just glass coating. Nonsense. It does fall into that realm. If you love mango, I mean, I can see someone giving this a 5, or definitely easily a 4.25. But I'm with you. I wish the sea buckthorn was the star and not the mango, or at least it was a little more of a stronger note within the beer. Because it's definitely lacking that extra bit of tartness, the sourness that sea buckthorn provides. Especially if you're going to call it locally sourced, local sea buckthorn. You feel like that's going to have more of a punch.
You want that. You want that promise of
exactly.
This is local, and thus we found the really heavy stuff.
Yeah. But as it stands, it's a really good mango smoothie.
Yeah.
Again, 5%. Who knows? But super drinkable.
I mean, it probably hides it just really well.
Yeah. So I'm also going to give this a 3.75.
It's not unreasonable.
No, it's very drinkable, but it does need just a little, not even much, just a little bit of a balance, and then we go from 3.75 to like a 4.25 easily. But it's just not hitting that right now.
No.
Yeah. It's really fun.
Yeah.
So much mango.
A lot of mango. And then we have the Lager.
We'll wrap it up here. So you can find us online at What's on Tap Podcast, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, and wherever you find podcasts, you can find What's on Tap. So until next time,
keep drinking, you dumb.